is going on, everyone? My name is JPick, and today I'm starting a new podcast called The Aftershow. With today, as you can see, the guests are Rob the A-List. All their links are in the description, by the way. So yeah, we have Rob the A-List. That's him.
What's up?
Ultra Shadow Plays.
What's up, boys?
It's a mouthful. And VMD Studios.
I have no life.
Yeah. And we don't really know what we're gonna talk about, but we're gonna be.
That wasn't in the script. On the download.
Shut up.
I also have 10 fingers.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, I like how whenever we just talking normally, we go on these long rants about a certain topic, and now we're on camera, so of course we're not gonna be able to talk.
I know something we can talk about.
What?
Is water wet? No.
No, I'm not even gonna get into that because.
He said no too. Everybody was with me.
Okay.
This is a topic, right?
Yes, is a topic. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yeah, a hot dog. I mean, it could be because I don't know how the fuck a hot dog is a sandwich.
I mean,
Technically, a taco is a sandwich.
If you think about it,
Mexican.
if a Philly cheesesteak is a sandwich, then a hot dog is a sandwich. Because a Philly cheesesteak you can flip up and it looks like a hot dog. So if a Philly cheesesteak is a sandwich, then a hot dog is a sandwich.
You know
That
what?
was one hell of a crossover
sandwich.
episode.
Freaking bologna. Bologna sucks.
Top 10 crossover. Bologna, yeah, bologna's gross.
Steaks and hot dogs.
What did they even put in bologna again? I don't even pay attention. I've never ate it before.
Urine. You've never had a American cheese and bologna sandwich, the most cheap sandwich you could make?
No.
It's
but
quite.
I should have, because I live in Bleep,
Florida. No, I'm just kidding.
Florida.
No, I was gonna say Florida. No, but
Florida. Yeah.
no,
Florida.
I wasn't gonna say Florida.
Yes.
I was gonna say Africa, because I bless the rains.
What?
So.
Uh-oh. Say the last one. Yep.
What?
Say the last one.
Yeah. Dude.
Ooh.
Rob.
What?
Okay, I was making sure you didn't just walk away on us. Because sometimes you go quiet for so long, and it makes me think you just walked away.
No, I'm just seeing where the story goes. I don't want to interrupt. I'm just seeing where this goes.
Well, I don't really know what to say because a lot of the time we'll just talk, and what were we talking about the other day? 13 Reasons Why.
God.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
Okay,
We're just gonna
okay.
get into it just like that.
Yeah, so 13
Okay.
Reasons Why. Both, I think all of our opinions in this party is that the show is horrible.
Yeah.
It glamorizes suicide, and it makes it seem like suicide is a way to get revenge on your bullies.
On people.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
is that how I get bullies off my back?
Yeah, just kill yourself.
Hold on, I'm gonna go try that right now. Hold on. I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
I'm gonna go
Maybe
fill my
not.
bathtub real quick. I'll be right back. No, don't do that, kids. You will actually fucking kill yourself. You do that, you're a dumbass.
Yeah, don't fill your
If you bathe
bathtub because
yourself in
it'll
cold
kill
water,
yourself.
You will die.
Yeah.
That was probably hot water that they.
Okay.
mild water.
Let's reel it back. Let's reel it back to 13 Reasons Why it's a dumb
Rob-
show.
yeah, Rob
saying,
really-
We just
Rob
fucking
really wants to talk
explained.
about how bad 13 Reasons Why is.
Okay, because
So,
alright, this
the closet
in
scene was my
season
favorite.
1.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, in season 1, I've only seen parts of season 1, and I started watching it because I'm in high school, and it's this girl she commits suicide, and she left tapes behind, and I thought it was gonna be like a suicide note type thing, But it turns out she, like, throughout the flashbacks of all of season 1, she's just an asshole to people. And people are just trying to help her, and she's like, no, you didn't even try to help me. And she just pushes everyone away.
Especially Mr. Porter.
And blames other people. Yeah, and like, I mean, like, the dude's a busy guy. Like, fuck.
She walked into his office, and he was like, did a boy do something to you at a party? And she was like, no. And he's like, did a boy force yourself on you? And she was like, no. She was literally lying to him and then got mad at him for not getting it right. It's like, okay.
It's just like the thing where, like, women just expect men that know what the fuck they want.
Yeah,
it's like just
you know what today is? It is July 3rd, 2018.
Yeah.
So fuck you want. You forgot it's our anniversary.
The reason why she probably did is because she was gonna be like, oh, they probably know that I got raped in a hot tub, so I'm gonna just lie about it. And she just walked away.
Yeah.
Just like, dang it, they didn't find out. Well, now I'm gonna
And
die.
have you guys seen season 2?
No.
I
didn't even
I
wanna
quit
watch
watching
it.
Netflix.
Season 2 is worse. it came out like last year, but it's about Bryce Walker. They do like this whole court thing.
Hey, who the hell is that?
It's the rapist, and they do like this whole.
Oh, wow.
They have like this whole like court trial or whatever, where every like student that's like involved with it goes in and talks about like Bryce and Hannah and stuff. And then at the end, he just gets away because he's rich and he has lawyers, and he just gets away with rape. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that
that's how it
season was
works.
basically pointless, right?
Yeah. And then there's like this subplot about like these like Polaroids, and like Bryce Walker has this like rape dungeon outside of school where he like takes girls to court them and rape them, and they take pictures on a Polaroid camera. And like that's kind of the whole subplot about like Clay finding these Polaroids and trying to expose Bryce. It's so.
So hold on, he has photographic evidence that he's like doing this shit, and he still get off.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Hey,
Oh yeah.
lawyers
The
are like
way that-
powerful, okay?
The way that I see fucking 13 Reasons Why, it's a what if scenario. Like, what if high school was just like fucking everything went wrong, and like you know you get like the fucking rapist, the fucking broom shoved up the dude's ass, and like you know the suicide obviously, and like it's not a fucking thing to joke about because people actually suffer from, you know, depression and shit, and suicide, and like you know we're kind of like funny guys, so we don't want to like say I'm like depressed.
We're not joking
shit.
about suicide. We're joking about the show, okay?
Yeah, like literally fuck the show. I don't know why there's a third season. There's a fucking
Like,
I didn't even see the trailer.
Like, the show should just end. Like,
People, the reason why it's so hyped and so overhyped, I think, is because anything that talks about suicide, people are like, well, like
it's for a good cause.
Yeah, they think it's so powerful or whatever. It's the same reason why like Logic blew up as the 1-800 guy after 1-800, because if you know Logic, you know that he's not the suicide rapper. You know that he doesn't just rap about suicide, but because he made that one song that blew up because it's about wanting to kill yourself and then coming around and not wanting to kill yourself, that now he's just known as like the guy who rapped about suicide.
1-800.
Yeah.
And funny thing, this is a little bit of a tangent, but I actually hate the 1-800 song.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. But I actually like Logic's music.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
It's hard to have 1-800 in the playlist because it's like 8 minutes long, and it's like, you can't, like.
See, I'm not like the type of guy that like listens to like a song for like a few seconds and like be like, okay, this is shit. Like I actually tried to listen to it and get into it. Because
I mean, the more you listen to it, like, the less you like it. That's to me at least.
Yeah. I'm all
I love
for
the
like
texture.
a
I'm
song
actually
with
listening
like a,
to a song right
good.
now, and I've been listening to it for a while now, and I like it. So
yeah.
on Spotify right now, because copyright reasons, because I don't want my boy here getting copyrighted for the song. I mean,
You can
Okay,
tell the
yeah,
song
awesome.
name. It's just
Is it Broken
Wait,
Whiskey Glass by Post Malone?
oh fuck you.
Is that it?
No, it's Club Whore by Rhinix.
Oh.
Yeah.
don't
They
know
have
who
a
that
whole
is.
fucking playlist dedicated to that.
Then again, neither people don't. They never fucking mind.
What? What? Did you
Never
even,
mind.
What did you even just say?
I said don't know who that is, and then I was gonna say, well, people don't know who we are either.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're
But I
we're
just fucked that sentence up.
supremely irrelevant. So Brayden, how did we all meet Brayden?
Okay,
Ooh,
we should
that's
all
an
go
interesting
in
topic.
order. So who was first to meet Braden? And then
I
we'll go
was.
from there.
I was.
Well,
so tell
actually,
your story.
I was.
Oh wait.
Shut the
okay.
fuck up.
Oh shit! Yeah, you
Okay,
were. you
Yeah,
were.
I was.
All right, Jacob, tell your story.
Okay,
Tell us the story.
so, this
Interesting.
was probably, I'd say, 2016, okay? So,
Okay.
2016 or 2017, I'm not sure, probably 2017 actually. And I was in a GTA 5 roleplay clan called LSSE. It stood for Los Santos Security Enforcer, Enforcement. And there was, we like roleplayed with them. I was not a cop, I was a civ. And I remember one day I was on patrol with them. I was like running a gas station, and I see a guy walk in the store named Termless Gold. And he walks in, he starts talking to me, he's like, blah, 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 I want a coffee. And then we start talking like out of roleplay a little bit, because there's like proximity voice chat, so nobody could hear us. And he was like, hey dude, I'll add you after this, we could play sometime. And I was like, alright. And then he added me. We never played, but one time I did join in the lobby with Chief Henderson, and he was there, and we were on a party talking to each other. But then, probably a year later, I see this guy named Blade1829 on YouTube doing roleplays, and I see a guy in his roleplay named Termless Gold. So I'm like, oh, that's my friend. So I messaged Ahmed, who's Termless Gold. I messaged Ahmed, and I was like, hey, I saw you were in a guy named Blade's video. Can you see if you can get me in? Or like, I want to play with you guys. I want to roleplay with you guys or something like that. And he was like, all right, I got you. So the next video they record, which is military roleplay part 2 scout out attack. That video I was in, and I barely talked in that video because I was nervous because Brayden had like 10,000 subscribers at the time, or I think it was 9,000. But yeah, we just did that video. He was like, we could record part 3, and then we never did it. And then I didn't talk to him for a long time, and then eventually his clan called SAFR started up, and that's where I really started to become friends with him. And here we are, present day.
Oh yeah. So next is me. I'm normally an Xbox player. Not anymore. I switched to PS4. And with PS4, I got GTA 5. And GTA 5 is like, you know, the game where if you want to take it seriously, it's going to take a year. I already did that. I didn't want to take it serious again. So I figured, you know what? I'm good at improv. I can roleplay. I can fucking do that shit. So I look up fucking roleplays on YouTube. GTA 5 PS4 roleplay clans. I didn't find any clans, but I found the Rags to Riches series, and I was like, oh, this isn't a fucking clan. But I was like, wow, this video's shit. Let me watch more of it. Literally my thought process, and then I was like, oh, this is not ass shit. And then I kept watching, and like one time, it was July 4th of last year, July 4th, 2018, is when he did a fucking live stream. And I remember it so vividly. He was just driving around the city in GTA 5, and he was recruiting for his clan, SAES, not SAFR. SAFR is later. And I was like, yo, I wanna join. And he's like, cool, I'll add you. And I sent him a friend request, and by my surprise, he actually friended me within like a few minutes of sending that request. And I was like, wow, that was fast. Because like his fucking inbox is flooded. So I was just surprised he added it that fast. And then I did a fucking recruitment for him for his thing, his clan. I was police officer at the time, and when I joined the party, like I have a fucking deep voice. When I joined the party, he thought I was like 30 something, and when I said I was 16, they all flipped shit. Like it was him, Ahmed, Crazy Cade, and someone else. The person.
Avery?
I don't fucking know who the other person was. No, it wasn't Avery. It could have been another recruit that didn't make the cut. But yeah, I did like the fucking test and shit. And this is my first time role playing. And I did like the test, like the recruitment thing, perfectly fine. And he DM'd me on Discord later that night. He's like, yo man, not gonna lie, bro, you're probably one of the best recruits we've had. And you know, that actually meant a lot for me. And so after that, I did like I showed up to every single patrol we did, and I got admin in a week, and I'm pretty sure that's the fastest anyone's ever got admin. And then I eventually became third in the clan because Cade left. Like it was, the hierarchy was Brayden, Ahmed, and then me, and I did that in a week. And then Cade, because Cade left, and yeah, it was fucking awesome. Because like I never roleplayed before like that, but I'm good at fucking improv, so yeah, I just improv that shit. And the first video I ever did, or I'm sorry, the next time after SAAS, we did his Red Dead series, which I was in. Ronnie the Mailman, fucking shout out.
Oh yeah, that's one of your accounts.
Yeah.
That was your first video.
And then, oh yeah, fucking rip Rob Boss.
Rip Rob Boss.
Rob Boss.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
Anyway, yeah, I did that, roleplayed with them. Then eventually we got to the point where we're like, you know what, let's just go back to GTA and make SAFR again. And then we did SAFR, and I believe, fuck, actually, how did I meet you two? Because I remember I met you and, I met Jacob and Kale, and, but I forgot how.
I know how I met you, Rob.
I know how
I met you before. I met you guys before that, and then...
Yeah, Rob, the way we started actually talking to each other was, it was in the SAFR Discord. It was before I had really oh no, it was in the Red Dead Discord that Brandon had for like a week, where it was like he was gonna make like another Red Dead video, and he was like recruiting people to this Discord. So he never actually like used this Discord, he just had it for like people to join. And I remember one night, I was like texting that Discord, and then you replied to me, and I was like, well, this is one of Braden's friends, like that's sick, that he's actually talking to me. And then you were like, I like vividly remember, I was like I said something, and then you said, you wanna hop on? And I was like, me? Question mark? Cause I like didn't think you were talking to me for a second. And you were, and then I got on, and I met you and Kale, and surprisingly it wasn't that awkward, because I was like taking you guys on a quote-unquote field trip to like different places in the map, and it was actually pretty funny.
I remember that.
So.
Oh, I remember how I met Kale.
Let me tell
I
that in
don't
my
remember.
story. Let me tell
Okay,
that in my
you can
story.
tell it. You can tell it. But
Okay.
yeah, but first I met these guys, and then we did SAFR, and then present day.
Alright,
Alright.
is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Never
So,
mind.
once upon a time, I was at school, and there's something in my school called office aid, where you help out the office ladies, except I didn't do nothing, okay? So, I was watching YouTube, and I was like, alright. So, I'm pretty bored,
Sorry.
so... Was that necessary?
Sorry.
Yes.
You can't stop a
Anyway.
sneeze.
Anyway, so, I was bored, and I was searching up, like, let me search up some stuff that I like combine two stuff, and I was like, I like Red Dead, and I like role plays. Let's do some like search up Red Dead role plays. Top one, I saw Braden's first episode of one of his series, and it had like Growny the Millman in it, and I was like, this video's actually not that bad. And I started watching the entire series, and I was like, that's pretty cool. And I was like, dang, wish I could join that series. And then I was bored, so I was like, I'm gonna just search up Assassin's Pig and try to add him on PlayStation. And I think it was like, I don't know, how long was it, Rob, until you added me?
It was, okay, so I remember it now. So I was working one night, and then because I got the PlayStation app on my phone, that I got the message on my phone, and it's like, hi, my name's Kale. I'm a big fan of your Braden's and your series. I was wondering if maybe I can join. If not, it's fine. Something along those lines. And
Yeah.
I was like, sure, man. I had to ask Braden because it's his series, but if not, then I'm still down to play. Like, you know, just whatever. And yeah, I was just playing one time. I had the party on open, which is why I have the party private all the fucking time. And then like fucking Kale just joined, and this is the first time meeting him, and I was surprised that he had a deep voice. And so it same thing kind of happened. I mean, I didn't think you were 30. I thought you were like my age, but yeah. I don't know if you want to disclose your age on fucking podcast, but
Well, at the time, I was 12 whenever I met Rob and Braden, and I still had a deep voice.
yeah.
And I was talking to Rob like, you know how like I can meet up with Braden somehow, and Rob was like, I don't know, I could talk to him if you want, and I was like, sure, that'd
Chalk
be
to
cool.
him.
Whatever, chalk. Whatever.
No, I said it exactly like that. I said I can talk to Braden.
I can chalk the brain and everything.
Anyway, so a couple of days passed by, and I think Rob invited me to a party that Braden was in. And Rob,
And that's the moment you were like, let's go.
anyway, so I joined the party, and then Rob introduced me like, oh yeah, this is Kale. He's a pretty cool guy. And he wants to join your series. And at the time, Braden was just like, cool.
Cool.
And
That thing is cool.
I was like, oh, let's go. And I didn't really even say anything in that party. And really, at the moment, like, Braden and I didn't talk that much, but me and Rob,
Yeah.
we talked. So that passes by. Then I'm playing, like, I'm not playing anything yet. I'm on the Discord that Rob used to have. And there was this guy, and it was like JPig, and I was like,
That kid
Wonder
seems
who
like a
this guy is.
faggot.
like, he wanted to play with us, like, hey, y'all wanna play some Red Dead? And Rob said, like, I'm down, and he's like, Kale, you down? I was like, sure, why not? That's how I met Jacob. We went on a field trip. That passes. I still don't think me and Braden were friends yet. And then, I think,
No, that took a while.
did he start back up SAFR, or did I join the current one?
He started back up FCFR.
Yeah.
That was back like last year, late last year.
Yeah. That's whenever I joined SAFR, and whenever I did, that's whenever I started talking to him more, since we were like patrolling a lot together. and I think I knew the exact moment where Brayden like wanted to be friends with me, and Jacob posted it on like a funny moments video. We were on patrol, and he said like,
Hey, yeah, I know what he's gonna say.
y'all want some like, or Kale, do you want any like bananas and peaches? And I just said, actually,
I'm a virgin.
And he just started cracking
That's
up.
the exact moment.
And that was the exact moment whenever Brayden was like, sure, I'll be friends with you. And a lot of time passes, shuts down SAFR, starts it back up again, I think. Shuts it down again forever.
Yeah.
And we're here now.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's no way in hell that's still going on. 'Cause, like, I didn't join it back.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
hold on,
yeah.
can we like can we rewind back to where Kale, to where Brayden first met Kale?
Yes.
The way that happened is like we weren't role playing, we were just in between scenes, and I just get a message out of nowhere, and it's from Kale, and it says, "Tell Blade I said hi." And I don't know why you didn't just say the message to him, but I was like, okay. And in the exact moment I said, "Hey Blade, Kale says hi." He's like, who's Kale? And I was like, oh, it's just the guy I've been talking to recently. And then later on, I'm pretty sure the same day, and I was like, it was either the same day or the next day. It was like really close. I was like, "Hey Brayden, you want to meet a fan?" And then before he can answer, Kale joined.
You want to meet a fan? Meet
Meet Monkey Kill.
I have.
Also, I forgot one thing
I know
about
Kale.
it. Sorry, Jacob.
I know that Kale's not like a crazy fan, like not like a
Yeah.
crazy guy where he's gonna go, "Brayden!" I know, like, yeah. I know that
I
you're
was
like
like,
a
let's go.
quiet kid.
Give to me
so.
battle pass. No, something I wanted to.
Oh wait, can I say mine and then you
Yeah,
say yours?
go ahead.
Okay, so the first episode that I actually recorded with Brayden, he made me be a train conductor. No, a train dude that gave out tickets. And then he made me be someone else. I forgot.
That's
but
the
it
video
was
I
the
ruined,
Red
isn't
Dead-
it?
No.
Oh.
Yeah,
it-
yeah. Was
is
that
it-
you?
Oh yeah, it was because you just showed up there, and then
Yeah.
you were like, who's this?
That was actually
Yeah,
part
'cause
of what I
they were
wanted to
making-
talk
yeah.
about.
They were making we were making rags to riches in
Yeah.
Red Dead, and
Yeah.
I don't
So,
think, oh no, it did get made. It's just we had a different storyline.
yeah, okay,
like,
so
that was
think
like
he
our
published
second
that
time
one.
recording that one.
what
No,
happened
he didn't.
was okay. So this was in the time period of me. So okay, whenever I did that first episode, like a long time ago with Brayden, that's not when we became friends. He did not like me. Okay, from then
Really?
until SAFR, he didn't like me. He thought I was annoying. So that day, like, I started to try to message Brayden more. He would message me back a little bit, but like we weren't friends. We weren't even like. I just asked him like, "Do you want to be in a video?" He said like, "I don't know. I'll think about it." It was very like
The response.
we weren't very much friends. But like I mentioned before, he had that like Red Dead Discord, and I saw him online. And since I know that you can't go into a private session in in Red Dead, I didn't know they were recording. So this was before it had like proximity blips. So I joined their session, and I see them all at the mine in Annesburg, and I go there, I climb down the ladder, and I just start waving at them, and then like I get like a message on the Discord. Rob's like, JPEG, you need to go away. I'm like, did I mess something up? And I check in my friends list, and they all got off Red Dead. I was like, oh no, I messed something up. And yeah, I didn't become friends with Brayden until SAFR. He realized that I was like a good role player, and then he kept me around.
Yeah,
On the
So-
other hand, I'm a bad role player.
VMD Studios,
damn right.
how did you
Oh,
meet?
my turn. Oh, okay. So I was I was new to Red Dead Online RPs and all that. So, I wanted to search up videos like to see, hey, if I am the one doing this, I feel fucking left out. So I figured, might as well go onto YouTube, look up Red Dead Online RPs. The first one that comes up is Brayden's video for his Red Dead Online series. So I'm like, okay, might as well watch it. And like I got hooked. Like the moment the first episode I watched with his RDOs shit, I got hooked. So I'm thinking, I need to subscribe to this guy and see if I can. I kept messaging, like I kept commenting on his Rare Dead video saying, hey, can I be part of it? But what I didn't realize is that after a while he quit, like doing RDR shit. And then like on his live streams, I usually comment, hey, about all this random shit. Eventually, I sent him a friend request because he, said the gamer tag on a live stream. So I sent him a friend request, he accepts. I joined you guys, this is like back when I didn't have a mic. So like I joined Jacob and all that, and like, I was actually like, just kind of my heart was like beating because I was like, oh my god, I'm actually playing with him.
Yeah.
And like,
Wait, was this when we were playing
Fortnite?
Fortnite? Yeah.
Yeah, when we're doing the SWAT thing, like we see which SWAT lasts the longest.
I remember that.
And like, when I did eventually get a mic, the guy's like, who is this? And I'm like, get the fuck up out of here. And then I heard about Mr. Rob over here after he made the everything wrong with Rags to Riches remastered. Yeah. Like he posted on the community tab, hey, check out my dude Rob the Illest. And in this video, because like you had like your account banned multiple times. I'm like, okay. Like I just like the video. I'm like, wait a minute. I mean, because like I did watch the old Rags to Riches. It's like I also kind of checked out his channel to see what else he does besides Red Dead. He did online, like GTA. And when I saw that when I saw Rob made the everything wrong with Rags to Riches, I'm like, motherfucker, why? Nothing's wrong with fucking Rags to Riches remastered. Go fuck yourself in hell. Then
you really want to start this argument? We can play the fucking video. I got 11 minutes to spare. I don't know about you guys.
No. Now like, oh, he's just fucking around or something like that. Then he uploaded, I don't know when he uploaded his like second video. Like I subscribed to Rob after that just to see what he does.
Good. It's a good investment. Subscribe.
And like I don't know, but like I met Brandon just searching up Red Dead Online. That's really how I met him. And on his Instagram, I asked him like in this little stories, they asked me something. He was like, "Hey, you want to do a video sometime, like together?" I said, "Sure." So now I just gotta think of a date when he wants to film a video together. Views. Yeah, here we are, present day. Probably gonna collab with Brandon soon. I don't know.
So,
have you actually like met him like voice to voice? Like actually
Yes,
talked
I
to him?
have.
Really?
I haven't very properly met VMD
Oh yeah.
yet.
Oh yeah. Remember like yesterday when he was live streaming, I asked if I could join the party.
yeah.
Yeah, I met him. That's when I met him voice. That's kind of like when he.
So, yeah, yours
Oh
is
yeah,
like.
because I forgot because I asked.
Like out of video.
Yeah, because I asked if you can join.
Yeah.
Cause like.
Yeah, I also comment on his live stream. Hey,
Funny thing was about that was that like I guess the stars aligned for this kind of stuff to happen, like me knowing Ahmed. But like yesterday or whenever we did that stream, the party I actually meant to put it on private before we started the stream, and
But you did.
if I didn't have, then Nathan would have never joined, and then Rob would have never joined, and then because Brayden wanted to just keep, like he told me he wanted to keep it just me and him, and but then Nathan joined, so that's when he kind of freed up. He was like, okay, well Nathan's already here, so you could just. And then Rob was like, can I join? So he's like, yeah, just invite Rob, and then
I only joined to diss that Rodan kid in the fucking chat.
Oh yeah, we still need to make that track though. Get me.
Dude, I made a fucking verse. If like, just say the word and I'll record it.
That's great.
Say the word and get all fucking four of us in it. You can see I'm rapping an Eminem pace.
Back at it like a crack addict.
Need my fix like an asthmatic.
I haven't met VMD yet, and I like still don't know him really well.
Yeah,
I saw him pop up in the Discord. Like
Back in the SFA.
not that while ago.
Oh yeah,
Rob's Discord, I think.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I had the same reaction like I did to Jacob. I was like, who is this guy?
The fuck is this? Who the fuck is this, Rob?
Cause
You
like
letting fucking randoms in?
I forgot how I came
Who left the door open?
across V. I forgot
I
how I
think
came
I
across
put
V.
my Discord in like my Instagram or something.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I
put
got
my,
your Instagram. I got your Instagram through your YouTube, and then
Yeah,
your
and then you
Discord through your
see-
Instagram.
Yeah, and then I was like, wait, how the hell?
I think it's just.
oh.
I think it's
Yeah,
just
it's like-
because I just recognized you from your from Braden's comment section. I don't know.
Yeah, that's how
Yeah.
I actually knew about him before he was in the Discord. Because I had saw him in Braden's like comments sometimes, just saying like good video or whatever. And
Yeah.
whenever I saw VMD Studios, I actually like recognized it, but I didn't know what it was from until I realized that he was like one of Braden's like super fans. And I was like, oh yeah, it's that guy. I've seen him before. And yeah. And I was expecting you to be like a squeaker, like all of
Yeah, oh,
Braden's
hell no.
subscribers.
Yeah,
It's like,
honestly, same here. And then like when you did the Detective Mason trailer, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, he's
Yeah.
not a squeaker. Thank God.
Yeah, so was I. I was
Thank
like,
fucking
not
God.
bad, not bad at all, kid.
He's like, thank fucking God it's not goddamn squeaky, squeak, bitch. Squeaky.
yeah, because most of, especially the ones that message me, like Braden's subscribers, like not to dog on Braden or anything, but like they're like 9.
Some of them are squeakers.
Yeah, they're like 9, and they spam you with messages about how good they are at role playing.
Like, oh, I'm so fucking good at this goddamn gameplay.
Which
Yeah.
is funny because a couple of days ago, I came up with a concept for a song just to like imitate Braden's fans. Be like, I'm 9. I can roleplay right. I have a mic. Or some shit like that.
I'm
Yeah.
6 and I
Plus
watch.
4K.
Oh, I watch movies that have inappropriate language and sex in it.
My
No
mommy
way.
and daddy let me stay up at 9.
My mommy and daddy let me stay up
instead of
past my
9
bedtime.
o'clock.
Yeah, all I hear my
You're like-
mom's background just.
It's like, how old are you? It's like, we don't accept 10-year-olds. I'm 10 and a half, alright? So,
I think that your role used to be like 12, right?
Yeah, it was 12.
Yeah,
and
it
then
was
someone
12.
said
And I was
there was a
scared,
little
like,
British
oh,
kid
can I
that
not
said they're
be in
9.
it? Like,
yeah,
was
I
like,
remember.
I don't know.
That's one of the times that Braden started to come around to me too, because there was a 9-year-old in his chat, and he was like, "Can I join even though I'm 9?" And Braden was telling him, "No, I don't want to be battened, but no." And I know, like now, back then I didn't know, but now I know that Braden doesn't like telling his subscribers like no. Like he tries to avoid it. If he has to, he does, but like
Yeah.
he will ignore the message before he tells them no. And I didn't realize that back then.
Dude, same. Like
but- Yeah. But I saw this guy in the comments of a live stream, like as the live stream was going, and he was saying like, you know, can I join even though I'm 9? And I explained to him why a 9-year-old wouldn't be able to join, and he pretty much just like in my message I was like, it's just because like maturity reasons, you know, you haven't like I don't know, I don't really know how to put it, but I just like told him the reason why Braden wouldn't want a 9-year-old, and he was like, well, like I don't know what he said, but he said something that pretty much exactly proved my point, and the fact that it was like
Yeah.
misspelled and like not grammatically correct too, it was just funny, and Braden was like, yo JPig, thanks for like telling him what's up, and I was like, oh my god, Braden actually told me that. No, yeah, but I was like kind of excited about that.
Yeah.
But
First time I met Jacob, I thought he was a squeaker. No offense.
yeah, that's what a lot of, yeah.
That's what a lot of people.
Because like my voice was deeper, and I was like, this kid's probably like 12.
12.
And then I was like, I'm 14, and then you were like, I'm 12, and it was like a role reversal. I was like, okay, I get to bully you
You're
now.
like, oh hell no.
That's how everybody was with me. Like I asked, hey Brent, how old do you think I am? And he's like, 15. I was like, okay, anybody else? And everybody else was
Anybody
like,
else?
14, 15, 16. And I was like,
Is
no,
anybody
I'm
else?
12. And everybody was like, what? Just like how
No,
Why you
because Kale, I was the first one to meet Kale out of our friend group, and I was thinking, because like when I joined their party for the first time, they thought I was a 30-year-old pedophile. I was 16. I'm 17 now. I
Hey
was
kids, you
16.
want to roleplay with
And,
me?
Hey
and
kids, I got some candy in my band.
the day that Kale joined, I realized that he was 12. I was like, okay, we need to play a game. And like whenever I introduce you to Brayden needs to guess your age. And I bet he's gonna say like something like 16. Because I legit thought he was 16. And when you said you were 12, I thought you were joking.
Yeah, whenever he told me he was
He's
12, I
like-
was like, haha, funny joke. And then he's like, no, I'm actually 12. It's like,
Yeah,
what?
I'm 13 now, so
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm actually 12. Yeah, go on.
That's what I said. I said, nah, man, I'm actually. What did I? I said something like close to that. Like, nah, man, I'm actually 12.
Brayden, whenever I first met Brayden too, I thought he was younger than he was. Because I met him when he was, when he was like 15. And he was older than me.
Yeah.
And I thought he was like 13 or 14. Like,
Wow.
and in his older videos too, I thought he was younger. But no, he's actually older, and he doesn't sound like his age. But I can't talk, so you know.
Pretty
I
sure
thought
he's like
Rob
2
was
years
like
apart.
20 whenever I met him.
Yeah, everyone says like I'm either 20 or 30, and then you get like the
Sometimes I
people that
forget.
say like, sometimes people say like I'm 20 as like as a fucking insult.
Shut up! You
Rob,
sound like
shut
you're
the
20.
Fuck up, you're 20. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then to counter it, I said, actually, I'm 47. Thank you for the compliment. Just to
That's
fuck
what
with
some
their
of
heads.
my other friends said to
Like-
Rob, because my other friends don't really like Rob.
Oh, they can
How
go
could
fuck
you not like
themselves.
Rob?
It's funny.
After I just told them they can go fuck themselves, gee, I don't know.
No, but
I don't know, like this third time doing this YouTube shit, I'm just like, I just been like nothing but an asshole.
I was actually
Oh shit.
pretty accurate. So, I the funny thing, like, okay, I was pretty accurate. I thought you were 19, which is still like 2 years off from when I met you. But yeah, I thought you were 19. And I also, when I first met you, I watched like a bunch of Fits and Swagger Souls at that time, and I thought you sounded like Swagger Souls. And I even
Yeah.
told my
Yeah,
friends like,
everyone-
this dude actually kind of sounds like Swagger Souls, and they're like, are you sure it's not him? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, like this one kid, like, oh fuck, it was Alan. Like, Alan said, like, okay, Swagger. Like, legit thought I was actually Swagger, and I was like, I'm not fucking Swagger. Why the fuck would Swagger be in here?
Either like,
Or either raccoon egg.
yeah, or raccoon eggs.
Yeah, like everyone's like, oh, you raccoons wannabe, and I was like, dude, shut the fuck up. I just have a deep voice. Like, fuck off, prick.
Yeah.
You
That's
just
what
mad.
people do in my school too. They're like, we got a deep voice, now we actually like you. And I'm like, that's cool.
Thank you, buddy.
Wish you did that before.
Oof. Those don't sound like real
Doesn't-
friends.
My school doesn't really like the squeakers or the people that play games all the time. They like the kids that
You're
know,
hanging out with the wrong
try to-
people. That's what it sounds like.
No, it's the school that's the wrong people. Okay, if I like, I don't know.
You just
It's a
gotta
school.
find.
Some people are good in the school.
You just gotta find your crowd. You just gotta find the people who understand you.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, I did. Okay, and they're
There is
They're like a
absolutely
couple
no
people.
fucking crowd that understands me. Like at school. Like I got some people that I can hold a conversation with, and by holding the conversation with, I mean like I just make them laugh for like the whole fucking class period. And like I don't have like a person that I share my secrets with. Like literally going through school, it's just been me. Like I hate to be like that one like cliche guy, but like it's literally all just been me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even share my shit with like my parents, and you know,
I mean,
mostly
who
like
does?
I'm.
Yeah, I feel that
I'm
too.
like raised to. I was raised to like think like my feelings don't mean shit, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's not the message my dad was going for. It's like he just like said that just so I can stop crying, and I did. I haven't cried in years.
I'm kind of the same way.
Exciting news.
Like, but except like just like, I just keep my circles small. Like, cause
yeah.
I don't
So do
know. I don't like to have
I've only told
a lot of
like,
friends.
most of my secrets to one person so far.
The only
And-
person I would consider like my friend, like that goes to my school, is Graham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just glad that like you guys actually accepted him, because like this was his first role play that he's ever been a part of, to my knowledge.
Really?
He's pretty
Yeah.
good at it.
Like I knew, I know like he's like a funny guy, and he does like voices, and like
Haha, Rob.
impressions.
Herbert E.
That's how the mafia works.
That's how the mafia works, Rob.
Sir Isaac, escort me or else you would not get paid or some fucking shit like that. Like the way he says it like kind of pisses me off. Like I want to be Rob in that situation, just fucking shoot his head off.
Yeah, you want to just punch him in the face.
And whenever, like, Rob, he was making a quote phone call to him. We're also using Discord, by the way. It sounded really good.
Yeah, I know. I figured.
He said Graham, and he said yes, and I did not like that at all.
Graham, yes.
We should talk about some more like the behind the scenes of filming, cause like there's a lot that you don't see. Like it's especially when you're recording with me.
When I uploaded my behind the scenes, I also added the footage of me accidentally shooting Rob when you guys were trying to make him get away. I was like, oh shit, this is definitely not going in the final cut.
Like there was
that shit happened. See, like there's only some stuff that happens like behind the scenes that stops like the thing that pisses me off. Accidentally killing me doesn't really do it.
Yeah.
Doesn't really piss me off.
Yeah.
When Jacob just starts going on a rant, that's what pisses you
There's a lot
off.
of stuff in episode 1 that we messed up.
Yeah.
I mean, you did start off like that was like your very first episode, so it's gonna be a kind of a mess. But as you continue on, it gets better.
No,
Yeah.
like so far the worst. I thought the worst would be like the other night. Well, like the only bad thing that happened was that Isaac had to like leave, and he was gone for like what seemed like an hour.
Fucking time.
Yeah.
But it was that wait, and fucking Jacob was doing this fucking horrendous fucking impression like the whole time, and it felt like I was
I need
trapped
some
in hell.
stogies, man.
I was like, you really gonna just drive all the way over there just to fucking shoot you, Jacob?
But like the bad thing, the bad thing is like the episode face to face. I think it's episode 3. I can't remember off the top of my
Yeah,
mind.
no, I think it was episode 4.
Yeah.
I have it. Here, I'll look. I have a playlist.
No, it's episode 3. But like we actually had to refilm it because there was one time when like the whole bombs thing when we get
Oh
bombed
yeah,
bombs,
like,
that wasn't in the
and killed you.
that well no the whole like the first time we actually shot it, the bomb scene when we bought the bombs, that wasn't in it, so we just went straight there, and like literally all of the footage was unusable because it was just us setting up and like Jacob running out in his underwear in one scene. Listen, after season 1, I'll make a bloopers behind the scenes shit. Like it's gonna be a big fucking video, but it's gonna be after season 1. After
Good.
And
When did we start season 2?
in episode 2, I think it
Yeah,
was.
I can't. You can tell me.
I thought this was what you were gonna bring up as the worst thing, Rob. So in episode 2, we were like in between filming scenes, and we were waiting for, I think Bryce it was. We were waiting for Bryce to get back.
Yeah.
And Bryce like got back, and I was like, oh, it took you long enough. Now I have to get offline. And Rob was like, God, we did this all for nothing. And he got offline, and Rob got
I forgot
off.
about that.
And then like Graham. I was like, oh my god, he actually got off. I was just kidding. And Graham just starts going off on me, like literally screaming at me, telling me I can't do that kind of stuff. And then, like I told Rob to get back on, and Rob gets back on, and then everything just kind of calmed down.
It's funny, like it's
But that was like funny because that was kind of my first impression on Graham, and it was like the first day talking to him, and he's just screaming at me.
I talked to Graham before, and he played Dark Souls and I played Bloodborne, so we kind of got along.
Yeah, I talked to Graham once before that, and it was like, no, I don't even think I was in the party. No, yeah, I wasn't in the party. I was.
You talk to him on Discord sometimes.
I didn't want to join the party because I knew it'd be awkward. But Rob was like, Graham's streaming GTA Heist, you guys should join, and I was like, I didn't respond because I knew it'd be awkward if I were to join him because Rob wasn't there, and I didn't even know who Graham was. But I did watch his stream, and that was the day I subscribed to him. I was just chilling in his stream.
Was that the 420 stream?
I don't know. I just know he was playing GTA heists.
I don't know.
I think it was. If that is, that might or might not have been the live stream that got me banned from YouTube. Because like, I was putting a whole bunch of like fucked up shit.
What did you say?
Off the top of my mind, I don't have a wife to slap, so I slap my mom.
Oh my
I have Mongolian slaves in my basement. But I said the Mongolian slaves like in past live streams, so I don't think it was that. But I also said someone asked me if like if my girlfriend turned out to be a trap, what would you do? And I said, wipe the sweat off my brow because I don't have to ask if she does anal.
Oh my god. Oh, and then get a brand from YouTube.
I think there was a 24/7 stream that we did about the Diamond Casino.
No.
Which wasn't so long ago. Wait, are we not talking about that one?
The Diamond Casino.
No, I'm talking about this was a 420 stream because I only remember the date because it's 420, and like literally like the next morning I'm about to go to work and like I'm watching YouTube, and like I go to my subscription, it's like it's not loading, try again later, and then I was like okay, and then I back out of the app and like I go back into it and I'm like what the fuck is going on, and then like I go to my channel and it's like fucking gone.
Yeah.
Dude,
I remember I had this
so
app that showed my sub counter. I was at 197 subscribers, close to 200.
Yeah.
And then YouTube fucks you in the ass.
Yes. And it went from 197 to 0. I thought the app was fucking up, and then like I look at all the other channels on there, they're still at the numbers, and I was like, what the fuck? I go back to my other channel, it's gone.
Oh my god.
He's gone.
And then I made another channel, Rob Boss TV. R.I.P. Little Man. That got to 23 subs. Terminated.
Demonetized. Terminated. He's like, wait a fucking second. We're gonna terminate your ass.
And literally, I never got an email explaining why I got terminated.
Yikes.
So,
this channel suspension.
This channel, oh yeah, thanks for that by the way. This channel, Rob the Illest, I basically have like the I don't give a shit attitude. I can say whatever the fuck I want to say because Rob Boss TV, I was like, you know, I'm a pretty good kid. I don't need to cuss. And then Rob the Illest was just like, fuck you asshole, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, the Minecraft series.
Get your fucking ass out of here before I stick my finger up your bumhole.
Whenever I helped spread a good amount of the awareness for your channel too, because whenever that happened, it was around the time where I played like a lot of. It was around the time where like me and Brayden were in like our prime. Like we were playing together every day. Like every day I'd get on. He would tell me to get on. I would tell him to get on. We would like play Red Dead or Fortnite or some game until like really late at night, and then we'd stop, and then Isaac would be in there somewhere. And I remember playing with. It was a party with me, Brayden, Ahmed, Alan, Rarely, and Emmanuel, and I was like, oh my god, Rob just texted to his Discord that his channel got terminated, and for a second I thought you were joking, but then you like sent like the picture, and I like checked for myself, and I was like, dude, Rob's channel got terminated, and then they all thought I was joking, so like I added them all to a group, and I sent a picture of like how your channel got terminated, and I was like, he started a new one called Rob Boss TV, and I like in that chat we were all just spamming like hashtag rip Rob to each other, even though we were in the same party with each other. But yeah,
I don't know about this, so this is my first time hearing this.
Yeah,
like, Rob was just completely like didn't know about this up until now.
Yeah, and with Rob Boss TV, me, Jay, and Graham, we're all gonna make a diss track on YouTube, and when Rob Boss TV got terminated, we didn't do it.
I still have the verse for that.
And I'm actually glad we didn't do it because one, the beat we made was like in a furry rap, and I didn't know that. It was like the first beat that we got, and I was like, okay, we can work off this. And then also, I didn't really like my verse, or my verses, because they were like, I don't know, I just didn't like them.
Yeah.
And I can make a better one, but honestly, it's like,
It's whatever
what the
now.
fuck would I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah, and then around, after Rob bought his TV and went down, I kind of gave up on YouTube. I was like, you know what, fuck this. And then I kind of went into a little bit of a depression, and I was like, you know what, I don't give a shit anymore. Straight up, I don't give a shit. And then, I was fucking mad, and, so then, but I wanted to get back into YouTube. Did Rags to Riches Remastered, and, I did the fucking...
Anything wrong with it?
Yeah, everything wrong with it. And like, when he shouted it out, when he shouted the video out, like literally every comment on that post is saying stuff like, bro, it's a good series, fuck off.
Bro, fuck you. I'm thinking,
I'm gonna be back in a
maybe
quick
there
minute.
might be a good point to this, but everybody else is like, fuck you, man.
With
You're
Kale,
a fucking nibba.
with Kale going AFK right now, I realized that we just hit an hour, and I had to restart the clip.
God fucking
So
damn it.
no. What? So that all saved. We're fine. But I just want to wrap it up now. So this has been, the first episode of the After Show. Talked about Logic a little bit, 13 Reasons Why, how we met Brayden, that kind of snowballed into Rob and everything. And
about Rob.
I think that's
Nothing
gonna be
but
it
Rob.
for this, or it's definitely gonna be it for this episode.
Oh shit.
And yeah, that's it. I guess we'll see you in the next episode. And the next episode of the After Show, we're gonna have probably us four, and then if we can add someone else, maybe Nathan or someone.
Get Brandon in here.
But yeah, that's it. So
And Braden.
bye.
See ya.